What's up, everybody? It's Down South Don. Well, I know it's been a while since I've been on the scene doing videos, but been kind of busy. So, thought I'd break you guys off a little something. As you can see, I'm no longer on the Hayabusa. There has been a lot of changes. Let me get this camera right. And so I figured I'd give you guys a nice little update on what's been going on. So, first off, let me set this thing up. Alright. So, with the update, let's see. A lot of things have changed. I am no longer working for Harley-Davidson. Due to a lot of reasons. And, boy, do I have a lot of things to share with you guys. And, first off, let's just talk about the changes that I've been making. Let's get her started. So I'm currently over here at Pasadena Cycles in Pasadena, Texas, just come to see if they had some nice little takeoffs. Usually you can get things pretty cheap over here, and their labor rate on the bikes is pretty damn cheap. And let's see, make sure we set this thing up. Well, I haven't used my GoPro in so long. Damn near forgot how to use it. Is it even working, is the question. Oh, shit. Okay, might need a new GoPro. That sucks. I think my front screen went out. What the hell? Hold on just a second. Oh, man. That's trash. Okay, guess we're going to do it without the GoPro today. I was hoping to get some of that back footage showing me while I'm riding, but not going to happen today. Anyway, so, like I said, the changes that have been made. Let's get out here in traffic. I have moved to a new location on the other side of town. Won't be there, until the 6th of July. So it's vacation time for me. I am kicking back, relaxing, taking my time, and enjoying the scenery. I do have a ride planned for January 4th. We are going to the International Motorcycle Show out in Dallas, which is going to be a blast. Me and some buddies are riding out, and a few people from Tonnet. Hey, if you're out in the Houston area and you want to ride, then we will be meeting at the Flying J on I-45 North, the Flying J truck stop, and we will be riding out from 7 a.m. We'll get there about 6, and from there we will end up going to Denny's. We're going to eat at Denny's and do our thing. Once we get nice, fat, full, then we will head out at 7 o'clock sharp. So if you're late, you're probably going to get left behind. And this is all bike friendly. We don't discriminate. I mean, a lot of my buddies still ride sport bikes. It's all good. As you all know, that especially if you know me, you know that I have a love for all bikes. So there's no prejudice there. I will be doing a review on some of the things that I've purchased since my last video, which has been quite a bit. Been kind of busy. I also have a lot of reviews on gear, shoes, helmets, just tons of shit showing up. It's take this shortcut. Or did I take the right shortcut? Don't think I did. Take another shortcut. So, I mean, the best thing I can tell you, hey man, strap in and ride with your boy. Let's roll through the hood. I have no idea where I'm going, but with this trusty GPS, man, I love having this. Makes a hell of a difference. Let's see, it does show I'm going in the right vicinity. Don't know if these streets connect, but I'm gonna make it do what it do. Nothing like to be able to explore through the hood. So, anyway, the other things that's changed, let's talk about Harley-Davidson. So, the motorcycle brand, hey, there's nothing bad I can say about it. You want a quality motorcycle, you want something stand the test of time, something that'll be worth it in value, hey, it's a way to go for me. Yes, there are other brands. I am not brand specific, so let me say that. See this damn dog up here. He might want to give me a chase. I might have to kick him in the mouth. Okay, he took off running. He didn't like the way I growled back. But let me just say, I love all motorcycles, once again. And there are some motorcycles that are worse than others. Oh, got a little bit giving me a chase. There's always the little ones that try and have a bigger bark than they bite. And, no, what was I saying? Got sidetracked. A little dude chasing me. So, with Harley, I am confident enough to say that the reason that I chose to go with Harley is not because I was working at Harley, but I know the history, one, and the support. The support is a big deal to me. And strictly because there's a Harley dealership, at least one in every city, small town, or nearby small town. I think there's over 700 dealerships nationwide. So when it comes to service, man, you can't beat that. And that's one of my biggest deals. I don't want to have to go and wait on parts. When I say, for instance, with the Hayabusa, I had to wait on parts. You're sitting around trying to get things done. You have to go through all these changes. And I didn't think that was cool at all. Changes that I definitely did not like. Having to wait, a week, 2 weeks on parts, having to order. Everything was ordered online. In the city, you can never find parts in stock, on deck, whatever. And that drove me crazy. And I like the fact that I can go to any Harley dealership. We have at least 6. At least. I may be forgetting a few. Within the Houston area. Or on the outskirts. That make that at least 8. That you can pick and choose from. And that's major to me. And I love it. Oh, shit. I think I see a way out. So if you're a person that cares about support, if you have something that may break down, you want to find parts on deck, easy to fix, in and out, a lot of times same day, techs on deck, then hey man, Harley's gonna be the way to go. And there's no other company that's gonna be able to provide that for you, within a set city. Now, okay, everybody has this big debate about the Indian Motorcycle Company. Hey, I like the Indians. I have nothing bad to say about them. I like the tech, I like the bikes, but the support is not there. And that would be one of my biggest issues if I was to choose that type of bike. because I think there's only, maybe 200, if that. It might be less than that, nationwide. And I'm sure that's going to change eventually. But until it does, I mean, that's just not a route that I'm willing to take. All right, we're going to take Nevada Street. And I think we found a winner. Chicken dinner. So, with all that being said, man, these are my reasons for going Harley. And some people say, oh, Harleys are not as reliable, blah, blah, blah. That may be true for some people. I haven't had any issues with the 3 Harleys that I have had. And I mean, no issues. No major issues anyway. Matter of fact, I can't really think of any issues that I've had other than just general maintenance. And that's a good thing. So, all of other so-called Milwaukee 8 problems that people have been having, I just haven't had those issues. And now let's talk about used motorcycles. So my take on used motorcycles, I believe a lot of people, they want to get new oil, don't want nobody else's problems and blah, blah, blah. A lot of times they've already worked out some of the problems that most motorcycles have had, or just, motorcycles that are just coming out. Let me put it to you like that. So some people say never buy the first year of whatever motorcycle, that you're purchasing. So like the Indian Challenger just came out. Most people are like, don't buy the first year. Wait till they work out all the kinks. And that can be true to an extent. I do get that. And I probably wouldn't. Oh, damn fire truck. I don't know if you guys be able to hear me or not, but noise cancellation's pretty good on this thing. Ooh, that shit is loud. So, wait till this guy passes. All right. So, the fact that if they work out most of the problems within the first year, that's cool. Some people never really have a lot of problems, with whatever company that, may be producing mass production vehicles. And that's cool. The first year, yeah, it's usually a few things that they haven't worked out, a few products that they may have purchased from specific, whether it be China or wherever. Come on. All right, let's get out of here. All right, so I feel like, yeah, if you let them work out a lot of the problems, then no big deal. Now, buying new just to have a new motorcycle, I don't see anything wrong with it unless you like losing value right off the jump. And some companies, you may not lose as much. It's not like really buying a car, but for specific let's just say certain manufacturers, you will lose more value. Say like Japanese bikes. You drive off the lot, look down 6 months down the line, of course, your bike has been devalued a bit. And the same applies for Harley, of course, because they have to make their money. Or whatever it may, whatever company it may be, all of them have to make their money. So if you allow them to devalue your motorcycle, let's say, of course, as soon as you, drive off the lot, you lose a little bit of equity, then that's up to you. Now, say if you plan on keeping the motorcycle, and most Harley people, let's just state the difference is, Harley people normally keep their bikes a little bit longer, but they do end up acquiring more miles. Now, if you own a sport bike, then of course, it's gonna greatly devalue once you start putting miles on it, especially if you're getting like a 30,000 mile range, or 40,000 miles, if your sport bike make it to that point. A lot of people call sport bikes throwaway bikes. And yeah, they usually get dogged out, especially if it's like the first time rider type motorcycles. They usually get dogged out pretty good. But the first time rider don't really know how to take care of a motorcycle for the most part. So I think a lot of these guys, that get these bikes, yeah, they're going to wreck them, they're going to repair them. And once they put enough miles on it and they want something different, then of course they just hurry up and just trade it in. And then you're left with whatever they have, or whatever they done to it, whatever rigging they might have done to it to keep it going. That's pretty much what you're stuck with. So yeah, a lot of people do buy new sport bikes for that matter. And I don't blame them. With the Harleys, it's okay if you find a well-maintained Harley that's used with 30,000, 40,000 miles on it, hell, even 50,000. Just for the fact that a lot of times you check those service records, that engine is meant for that highway, the highway mileage. Ooh, I don't think I'm getting on the freeway today. But and it's okay as long as it's been maintained. The oil has been changed, quite regularly. It's cool. Then go ahead and get you if that's what it takes to get you into that market, into that the Harley range. And yeah, I know a lot of Harley guys are snobs. Everybody's not like that. It's almost like an elitist attitude. And I just love all two wheels. Man, I jump on the damn scooter, which we're going to talk about that in another episode a little later. I like scooters, man. I'm not afraid to say. I like the big, Yamaha scooters and the Suzuki scooters. It's just something cool and simplistic about riding this. Almost just like riding a big automatic Goldwing, which Goldwing went automatic for the most part. So, with that being said, I mean, shit, what's wrong with a scooter? I think a lot of dudes, it's a pride thing. Oh man, they ain't riding no damn scooter. People ride scooters all the time in these other countries. And I think, most people in America just figure, oh, bigger is better, or, there's nothing wrong with a small displacement vehicle, especially if that's what gets you around. And let's talk about what you can afford. Can you afford a $30,000, $40,000 motorcycle? Nah, some can. Some people can afford having a regular vehicle and a motorcycle, and unless you got your money together. And it's not necessarily something that to sneeze at. That's a lot of damn money. If you can afford both, cool. You just one of those 1% that can actually afford to do both. For those that need a good source of transportation, there's nothing wrong with that. Jumping on the scooter, if that's what gets you around, man, and make you happy, put you on the road, better than riding a damn bus. And I see a lot of people riding a damn bus, man, and it's like, yeah, there might not be nothing wrong with public transportation, but also ain't nothing like riding your own transportation. And not having to deal with all the crazies and whatnot on the bus, the crying children, stopping at all the damn stops. Cut your time in half. Time is valuable. So why not jump on a scooter and instead of riding a bus or any public transportation for that matter? Totally nothing wrong with that. Oh shit, looks like a traffic jam up here. I don't like traffic jams. I'm just trying shit. I'm just making my rounds, heading over to Cycle Gear. Actually, I should have went to the Harley dealership like I planned. But yeah, just making my rounds. I think I'm gonna cut this short and go the other way and make, yeah. Okay, anyway, excuse my thought process. So, some of you guys that, maybe watching this channel that are considering getting into motorcycles, but, you don't really want to learn how to ride, shifting gears, standard is not your thing. Why don't you consider a Bergman, Suzuki Bergman 650? I mean, it's a big ass cruiser. It's got luggage space. It's got places to put your helmet. It makes an awesome commuter. You know, the Yamaha T-Max 400. There are like tons of scooters out there that a lot of people are just not acquiring for that purpose. And there's nothing wrong with riding a scooter. If you love two wheels, man, you'll ride damn near anything. And all bikes serve different purposes, just like all cars serve different purposes. And you just have to be one of those people that have a good understanding and not let society, you know, guide your decisions. Because, hey, what other people think don't matter. And eventually, a lot of people will catch on, you know, with what you're doing. You know, especially now, let's talk about gas mileage. So a lot of people are into gas mileage. You know, if that's your thing, you're in the Prius or whatever. Okay, so if that's your thing, you really like gas mileage. Most scooters get about, I want to say, on average, about 60 plus miles a gallon. That's a lot. Yes, that's more than most of you people's Prius. And you have to be willing to, you know, sacrifice. Okay, yeah, I don't want to get rained on. Man, what happened to humans? As if we were made to be in the element. And most humans now are so pussy that you don't want to get rain. I don't want any water. You get in the shower, don't you? First off, let's talk about the fact that you can wear a rain suit if need be. People in other countries do it all the time. You know, I had a family member ask me, hey, what happens when it rains? Duh, put a fucking rain suit on. Excuse my language, but come on, man. Common sense. Put a rain suit on. You put an umbrella on when you get out your car. I mean, put an umbrella up when you get out your car, don't you? Most people have a rain jacket. Most people wear the rain jacket. Same damn thing. And a lot of times, especially if you have a motorcycle such as this with a fairing in front of you, a lot of times the water and the rain is kind of going over your head. That's the whole purpose for the you know, fairing in general. And the taller the windshield, the more protection you have. This windshield, which I'm going to get into a little later, the Clockworks. This is the 9-inch. I'm going to do a review on it as well. So, some of you guys need to think about, you know, the aspect of riding. If you want to get into something that you want to make changes to your life, get out here on these two wheels. Oh, motorcycles are so dangerous. Man, everything's dangerous. Shit, even having sex is dangerous. But you do it. You know, and a lot of you do it without protection. Or different women. Or different men. So, what's more dangerous than that? Yeah. I digress. Anyway. So, oh man, got the water. And I am not trying to clean this damn bike. Alright. So, like I always say, man, with that being said, I just made it to cycle gear. And this is my channel update amongst my little rant. Hope you guys enjoy it. Look at that thing pretty. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I got a lot more to come. So stay tuned for my reviews, everything else to come. And I'll holler back at you guys later. Down south done, and I'm out.